Jungle.
Hi Nana.
Hi. Why do you look so worried? Didn't you guys get the news?
What news are you talking about?
Don't you know about it?
Know about what?
About our marketing project.
What about it?
We have to submit it the next week.
Oh my god! The marketing project! I completely forgot about it. We have no time in hand. But who are our group members?
Oh wait, I'll check.
It is the three of us and Aisha.
Aisha, what? यार वो तो कभी कुछ काम भी नहीं करती है.
But I think it's great that we have her. I've spoken with her before and she seemed quite nice. Are you kidding me, Kritika? She is so irresponsible. How is it even great to have her in our group?
I agree with you, Mehak. She won't be helpful to us.
I guess you really need to reconsider this. Come on, all of us have bunked lectures, but that doesn't mean we won't help. Oh God, Kritika, trust me. She is not going to turn up and we are going to get stuck in this project as well.
Forget it, yeah, guys. Let's just focus on our project and finish it off.
Okay. Chalo, Kritika. Bye. We'll leave.
Bye, Kritika.
Are Naina and Mehak right? Is Aisha really not as cooperative as I had thought? When we last spoke, she seemed quite genuine to me. But Mehak does have a point. She hardly attends lecture and very rarely have I seen her at any of the presentations. No, I just can't accept the fact that she would do this on purpose. Her marks have never declined. There must be a reason why she isn't turning up for college. I think I should go over to her place and just ask her what's wrong. I'm sure she will understand the reason behind my confusion.
ओह हाय
हाय आयशा,
कैसी है?
मैं तो ठीक हूँ.
आजा.
अरे क्या हुआ ना, मैं इतने दिन से तेरे घर नहीं आई, so I thought I should drop by.
अच्छा क्या, बैठ जा. Why do you look so worried?
The thing is, we were assigned a project some weeks back, and you are in the same team as me, Meg and Naina.
That's great. इशू क्या है यार इसमें?
There's no issue, but the thing is, they are not happy with the team selection. They think you won't be cooperative with the project work.
I didn't know this is what people thought of me.
This is because you never turn up for lectures and you aren't even regular with your submissions. This has put them under the impression you're not going to take this seriously.
But Kritika, you know this is not true.
I have known you for years, Aisha. And I do know this is not true. But you have to accept that you aren't very regular with the submissions. I think something is bothering you. Whatever it is, you can tell me, Aisha.
I thought you would have figured it out by now, Kritika.
About what?
About my illness. I'm sick. I have lupus.
When did this happen?
Since last year. Honestly, have you not noticed anything different about me?
Well, not really. But you do look more tired than usual.
That's exactly what lupus does. I've never felt more exhausted in my entire life.
I'm sorry. I never realized you were suffering through pain all this time.
The pain is inevitable. Every day, an ugly battle rages inside me. Survivor always, warrior daily. These are the roles I play now.
But is the struggle so bad that your life has become this difficult?
Maybe if I walk you through a day of mine, you'll understand my situation better.
Sure, why not?
Kritika, pass me those spoons.
These spoons?
Yeah, trust me.
As you say.
Imagine these spoons as the number of energy bars a person has in each day. Why a healthy person like you is expected to have a never-ending supply of spoons, a lupus patient like me has only a limited number of spoons to begin with. There is also one more thing that you'll have to keep in mind.
And what's that?
A lupus patient has to always be careful of the number of spoons that she has and also be cautious about never using them up all.
So how does one plan their day?
First, you take stock on the number of spoons that you have. So let's assume as a lupus patient you have these 12 spoons for the day. Now remember, each task that you do is going to cost you a spoon.
So you mean every time I use energy, I'm going to lose 1 spoon?
Exactly. Now come on, tell me, how do you usually start your day?
Well, I begin my day with either playing with my dog or making a cup of coffee.
Now that will cost you 3 spoons.
3 spoons? Isn't that too much for a task so trivial?
Always remember, Kritika, that something that comes easily to others comes as 100 little jobs in one for us.
So you mean choosing an outfit is going to cost me a spoon?
Yes.
And packing my bag will deprive me of another? Then I'm very sure even heading to college will cost me 1.
Actually, that's going to cost you 2.
2 spoons. So hypothetically, I haven't even reached college yet. And I'm down to 5 spoons already. Great.
And you have a long way to go before you reach the finish line.
So now that I realize, was it because of the lack of these spoons that you cancelled plans with us?
Yes, I had no other choice. There were days when I felt so sick and exhausted. Every day feels more emotionally and physically draining than the last.
I'm sorry for having misunderstood your sickness for laziness.
It's alright. You only assumed what anyone else would. But I wish people would realize that I'm fighting a battle against my own body.
I feel bad for having misunderstood that you were suffering all this while.
It's okay. Everyone assumes that I'm lazy and unbothered. But that's not the case. The truth is, you think you have time, but you really don't. And no one knows that better than me.
You're so right. I haven't heard of anything truer than this.
Take this spoon. Time flies by and I can't afford to lose time. This condition has helped me learn to prioritize in life.
Thanks, Aisha. You've taught me how to prioritize things in life.
Arey yaar.
And I'm really sorry.
Don't say that. You see that spoon in your hand? That means that I've spent a special moment of my day with you. So instead of feeling sad, why don't you feel happy?